Okay, here's episode 2. I know everybody's been saying that last video was a little bit long, but that was just an introduction, just so you get to know a little bit of behind the scenes of why I'm selling everything. But we're going to go through this episode a lot faster. We're not going to go through everything. We're going to go through, just grab a box, see what's in it. And each episode, that's what we'll do it. I'll try to keep it under 5 minutes the best I can. I don't know, it's very difficult because there's so much stuff. So please subscribe, click the what do you call it, the little bell. Click the bell button. I'm a little rusty, I haven't done this in a while. But I'm trying to get all this stuff sold. I gotta get this stuff gone so I can be able to work on this documentary. Because, you know, trying to get out there in this business, you know, it's all about who you know. I've been trying my best, but anyways, let's just get right to it and see what box I find. Let's go. Okay, should we go through this room or the other room? Let's go to this room. All right, my disaster room. All right, which box? We're just gonna go ahead and grab something, and we're gonna go through one of these boxes for this episode. How about we'll go through this box, maybe these two boxes, and then next episode will be da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, so we'll just do this one for now. Here we go. Oof. So got one of these fresh in the box. This one's sealed. You saw we had on the first episode there's one loose, so I actually have the original box for that right over there, but this one is sealed. This one could go as well. Heavy. That's the other one there. That's the open box, and it's loose on my computer desk. Okay, next box. Ooh, some goodies. Put this over here to the side for now. All kinds of goodies. Okay, we're gonna go through 2 boxes out of a whole bunch more to go later on. So each episode, make sure you subscribe, click the bell button, and oh man, I forgot about these. Oh man. It's like I gotta let go. I gotta learn how to let go. I see things that I forget I had. I'm like, oh, that's one of my favorite things. Oh, okay, all right, well, I gotta learn to let go. We'll come through this later. Right now, let's go through. Ooh. Okay, this is a nice one. This is all Star Wars and mixed with some G.I. Joe. Not the vintage, but some of the reissue G.I. Joes. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna have to bring this camera a little bit closer, so I'm gonna cut it, get it closer. Okay, we're a little bit closer. All right, here we go. So we're moving a little bit quicker. We got this G.I. Joe. What is this? G.I. Scarlet. Scarlet is a reissue. This must have came out in like I need glasses. 2000. Oh yeah, I need glasses. I'm gonna have to go grab the magnifying glass for the next. Be right back. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's really bad. I need to. Part of this money, I'm gonna have to go get some. Get my eyes checked. 2008. So these came out in 2008, and that's when they used to make them quality. Lately, they've gotten a little crazier now. So there's a Luke Skywalker on Battle Indoor. So, focus, stay focused. Trying to get the camera to stay focused. There we go. All right. This is G.I. Joe from the movie G.I. Joe. Episode 1. These weren't that popular at all. A Stormtrooper saga. R2-D2 trilogy. The Dagobah scene, right? When he's out there in the Empire Strikes Back in the swamp. We have a sneak peek of Attack of the Clones, R3-T7. We have Jedi Knight Army here. Oh, that is a good one. Darth Vader Throne Room Duel. This is from the Return of the Jedi. series. This was actually a really good series when this series came out. This came out, I believe, in 2003. 2003 series. Okay. And this is one box of just a few. We still got tons of more Star Wars to go through. So make sure you click that bell button so you don't miss on the next episode. This is Clone Wars. I didn't really care too much of that character. Some of y'all might like them. I don't know. Okay, that's this. So this box is a little bit of random. So I have to reorganize that and separate these. And I'm going to go ahead and separate these in a separate box of just Star Wars like the rest. Because this also has an old Spawn. I really like this character. Todd McFarlane did a really good job on this one from the Chaos series. Now this one here, the Chaos series, this came out, I think I bought this when I was in high school. Right after high school. It was 1996. So 1996, that was a very good year. They started getting much better on quality. And I think it was Todd McFarlane was the one to really take it to that next level of adding detail, just like the comic books, to the figures instead of making them all plain and dorky. Angela, okay, so this one, over time, you know, sometimes the glue gets messed up. She's perfectly mint in the box, never opened, but because it's been sitting so long since, I mean, I bought this when it first came out. It's a little loose. It could be glued back, so at least I'm being honest. But she's mint in there. Very nice one. I also have another one of the same one loose. So you'll have, if you buy the entire collection, you'll get this one in the package, including the loose one. We got some G.I. Joe reissues. Class. Ooh, yeah, this was nice. This is the 25th anniversary. You know, they don't. This was Night Spectre. It was a Target exclusive. Got this a long time ago. When did I get this? Was 2007. Hasbro G.I. Joe. That's a nice one. So I have to add all these to my inventory list so you can read the description on there and the value. There's another one. Another G.I. Joe. And we got lots of other G.I. I even got some vintage G.I. Joes. I even got some G.I. Joe vehicles originals in the package. I know I got the SR-71 in the package. So stay tuned for that episode whenever I find that one. This is another one for 2007. Now, what is cool about this guy, if you watched in the first episode, I don't know if I did show it, but I do have the original vehicles complete. Might be missing just that gun on top now that I see. But I got them very mint condition, the original ones of this from 1983, 84, whenever the original one came out. But this is the reissue, and they did such a great job. I would love to have a radio control buggy just like this. Would be cool, where you could still put your G.I. Joes in it. That would be amazing. All right, here we go. We have the Indiana Jones. Oh, you know what? The value might even go up on this one because the new Indiana Jones 4 is coming out summer, or actually May of 2023 this year. I cannot wait. I really hope they put Data. They got time to put Data's character back in there. I don't know if that was his character. I don't know if that was his name. Oh, that was his name in Goonies. What's his real name? Anyways, I'm really happy that he's now getting his career back out. But this one is mint sealed as well, never opened. Minty. There's no damage or nothing. Perfect condition. Really cool truck. You can put your figures in there. So this will be added for the buy all. I'll put it in my inventory list soon. Or some more figures in there I didn't notice. There's another Powers of the Force. This is from the 90s. This came out in 1997. One of the bounty hunters. Zukas. And then we have, I might have the packet. Oh, if you buy everything, eventually you'll find the back card for this. The card is somewhere. Somehow it's missing. So that happens when things sit after a long time from storage to storage, and then the weather changes and stuff like that can affect that kind of thing. Anyways, that box is done. Now let's see what was in this one. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had this. So we're going to look at this next one next. Okay, let's see. these are just some, so I do have a lot of RC stuff. So this was why I was like, ooh, it reminded me I do have some Tamiya RC cars. You know, Tamiya, I'm probably not even saying it right, but very popular. A lot of people are always asking me, do you have any vintage RC cars? I definitely do. This one is really classic from the 80s. Got all the servers, all the parts. The antenna's still there. Tires look good. There's no hard or no braking. It's still nice and squishy. You see that? Nice and squishy. You can see the arms still work good. Oops, sorry, got stuck. Needs some adjustment, but yeah, everything's fine. Oh, I see what's moving. I was like, what's moving around? What's moving is just the servo. Just needs to be tightened down on there, so for the steering to be perfect. And I got more, so stick around, subscribe, and we will eventually come across that box of more Tamiya. I gotta go look up how to say it right, but we'll look up some more vintage. This is I think the Frogger, I believe. I have the Beetle somewhere, and I definitely have another one as a legendary classic Tamiya. I have another one that's mint in a box, just all the still sealed in the plastic from the early 80s. Everything is there, and I cannot wait to come across that one to show y'all. The rest is just that's just some basic cheapo. Excuse me, I'm not getting these words right. Maestro radio control car. Got the controllers. This is just real basic, but you know, still cool looking, right? So I got a lot of these kind of things. I got all kinds, because I'm a car collector. Even if it was RC, even if it was cheap, I just love the bodies, because sometimes I like to take the bodies, take off the bodies, chunk the rest, the cheap ones stuff out, but keep the bodies for some really cool, more powerful, real RC cars. Controller to a RC tank that somewhere in there, and this here. Now, the only reason why this is opened, and he's have a bubble thing on it, I think is because I have moved so many times that it kept getting damaged, so I just took it out, and I just kept it as a nice display. Just never took them out. All the figures still there, all their weapons are still there, and it's pretty cool to put on the display case. Oh, I was saying there is something, but put that back on, and yeah. Parts are around somewhere. Might be in, oh, right here. Anyways, all right. So that is, we got a whole lot more to go. We got more boxes to go through. I don't want to make this video too long like the first episode, but make sure you subscribe, click the bell button. The more viewers, the better this helps me stay motivated to keep going through my entire collection. This is going to be a journey, so stick with me if you can. We're going to go through my entire collection, including not just what we just found here. We got Star Wars, a whole lot more Star Wars, vintage, old, new, Transformers, vintage, new, Hot Wheels, vintage, new, Gremlins, baseball cards, basketball cards, 70s, 80s, comic books, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, including some from the 60s, because I used to buy comics from a collector back in the 80s. He had comics that are on clearance that were from the 60s. I guess they weren't worth anything at that time in the 80s, and I was like, I'll take it. Some amazing Spider-Mans that, you know, when they used to say like 10 cents. So we'll come across those as well. I know I got a Wolverine #1 that I got signed by the artist. Minty. I put my stuff and put it away. So anyways, I could go on and on. It'll take forever. So subscribe. Check in again tomorrow for the next episode of which box we're gonna find. We're gonna find a pot of gold. I know it. Let's go.